Billionaires have a reputation for making outrageous, over-the-top purchases. There is no price tag too large for these ultra-rich individuals. As their net worth rises, billionaires continue to buy increasingly stupid items. Today we're exploring the 10 dumbest things billionaires own. An Indian textile magnate named Dada Puge attracted headlines all over the world in 2013 when he custom-ordered a shirt made entirely out of gold. Weighing around 4 kilos, the shirt was worth a reported $250,000. A tailor custom-made the 22-karat pure gold shirt for him and decorated it with 7 Swarovski crystal buttons and an accompanying flashy gold belt in a matching design. The same year, Puge earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for the world's most expensive shirt. Puge first made his money through textiles, but quickly spun off into finance and politics. Though his exact net worth is unknown, most people speculate that Puge was a billionaire. Everybody knows me as the gold man in the whole region. Other rich people spend 1 crore to buy Audis or Mercedes, to buy what they like. What crime have I done? I just love gold, he said in 2013. Gold has always been my passion since a young age. I've always worn gold as jewelry in the form of bracelets, rings, and chains, he added. Tragically, Puge's opulence proved to be his downfall. In 2016, robbers, who were friends of the family, stole numerous gold watches and jewelry from his house and took his life in the process. Most people love their pets and dote on them with treats and affection, but few people would opt to pay an unbelievable $3.2 million for a single dog collar. Manufactured by a company appropriately called I Love Dog Diamonds Company, the collar takes 12 weeks to make. Critics point out that a dog doesn't care how expensive their collar is, and the money would be better spent on animal welfare projects or charity. And apparently the public is mostly in agreement. I Love Dog Diamonds Company reports that there is virtually no demand for their exorbitant collar, which is made of 1,600 diamonds weighing 52 carats set in 18 carats of white gold. They offer a more economically priced collar with 600 handset diamonds and an 8.5 carat sapphire. But both of these products pale in comparison to a $4.5 million dog tiara, which was debuted at a Hong Kong dog show in 2009. This proves that billionaires are willing to spend anything to show their love for their pets. When we need a new cell phone, even $1,000 seems expensive for the newest product from Apple or Samsung. But this isn't even a fraction of the world's most expensive phone. The Black Diamond iPhone 5 functions exactly like a normal iPhone, except for it's coated in gold and diamonds, bringing its total cost to more than $15 million. Apparently, it took 9 weeks to recreate the chassis of the iPhone 5 in solid gold, and the complete handset has been finished by hand. The single, flawless, deep-cut black diamond weighs in at 26 carats and aptly replaces the home button of the smartphone. The chassis is inlaid with approximately 600 white diamonds, with full gold dressing on the back. It has about 135 grams of 24-karat gold and a sapphire glass set on the screen. The back also has the Apple logo, showing off 53 flawless diamonds. Needless to say, it's a statement piece for an ultra-rich buyer with no eye for subtlety. Because it has no advanced functionality beyond a normal iPhone, sales were poor, and manufacturer Stuart Hughes was forced to scrap future editions. Mukesh Ambani is a veritable poster child for irresponsible wealth. The mogul is the richest man in India, with a net worth of over $50 billion. Rather than aiding the extreme poverty in his home country, Ambani opts to live an opulent and flashy lifestyle. Nothing is more ostentatious than Ambani's $2 billion personal skyscraper and home in Tilla. The 27-story house has 600 full-time staff to keep everything in working order. Shockingly, the house is only intended for Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani and his family of 5, with all the additional space meant to accommodate luxuries for their enjoyment. It is also placed in one of the poorest slums in Mumbai, stoking controversy over its cost and wastefulness, while Indian citizens starve mere feet away. There are 3 helipads on the roof, an entire floor dedicated to servicing Ambani's many cars, a health floor with a jacuzzi, an indoor pool, and ice room for the family to experience snow indoors, in addition to 6 separate floors just for parking. Critics call on Ambani to use his rapidly growing wealth to help the poor people, some of whom are his next-door neighbors. A Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime 6300A set the world record for the most expensive watch in late 2019. It is the only one of its kind, and the highly mechanized watch demands a stunning $31 million price tag. The steel Grandmaster chime went under the hammer after a 5-minute bidding war in a packed room of more than 300 people. The watch beat the previous record, set by a Daytona Rolex that once belonged to Paul Newman. That piece fetched $17.8 million in 2017. The Patek Philippe has 4 spring barrels driving 20 complications, including a grande and petite sommaire, a minute repeater, instantaneous perpetual calendar with a 4-digit year display, second time zone, day and night indicator, date indicator, month, leap year cycle, 4-digit year display, and 24-hour and minute sundial. In layman's terms, it's an extremely complicated watch with numerous hand-designed features that add to its value. No doubt its owner will need to have ample excess money to spend on such a frivolous purchase. There are rumors of celebrities owning solid gold bathroom appliances, such as Mike Tyson's solid gold bathtub, or numerous examples of solid gold toilets. But there is a new trend among the rich and famous to construct bathrooms entirely out of solid gold. One such estate is in Surrey, England. It boasts 2 full copper bathtubs and gold Italian-made wash basins. In total, the property costs £3.7 million. Another is the bathroom of a deluxe suite at a Dubai hotel. If you're willing to spend $9,000 a night to stay in this luxe room, you'll have access to a solid gold bathroom as well. When our hair grows too long, most people get a cheap haircut from a local barber, or for a special occasion, opt to pay a couple $100 for styling at a salon. But for the highly controversial Sultan of Brunei, a cheap haircut simply won't do. Instead, he had a stylist flown out from England for a total cost of $24,000 for a single haircut. By some estimates, the Sultan was once the richest man in the world, with a fortune of $40 billion. But that doesn't seem to justify the price of his average-looking haircut. The Times reported that Bolkiah flies out his favorite barber from London, where he works at the Dorchester Hotel in Mayfair. He goes regularly, sometimes every 3 or 4 weeks. The Sultan flies him first class at a cost of about $12,000. Everything is paid for: hotel, luxury, food. It's a case of just keep signing, that's all. The barber is then given an envelope with thousands of dollars in it, the Times said. Many people are critical of the Sultan for his lavish lifestyle and controversial politics, including making homosexuality a capital punishment. Considering he was the richest man in the world for many years, Bill Gates has very few flashy material possessions. But true to his nerdy roots, Gates spent millions of dollars on the world's most expensive library. The crown jewel of this library is Leonardo da Vinci's personal notebook, which he picked up in 1994 for $30.8 million. Written between the years of 1506 and 1510, the 72-page notebook provides a rare glimpse inside Da Vinci's mind, complete with sketches, diagrams, and early iterations of ideas. The text is written in Da Vinci's famous mirror image style, meaning that the words are supposed to be read from right to left. The words are written in an antiquated version of Italian, which requires extensive translation. Of course, Bill Gates doesn't speak this Proto-Italian language, thus he uses the book as a centerpiece of his massive library. After setting the world record for the world's most expensive book, Bill Gates has loaned the manuscript out to numerous museums in order to share it with the world. It's unsurprising that many billionaires suffer from an acute case of narcissism, and Sheikh Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan is certainly no exception. He is a member of Abu Dhabi's extensive royal family and has made billions through a multitude of business ventures and inherited wealth. But when Hamad grew tired of sports cars and mansions, he bought himself an island called Futaisi and carved his name into the stone. Futaisi already has its own resort and golf course, but the massive carving of Hamad in the sand will certainly put the island on the map. Hamad conceived the idea and hired workers from Pakistan and Bangladesh to complete the project, which finished 1,000-meter-high letters stretching along 2 miles of beach on the Arabian Gulf. To ensure that the carving did not wash away with the tides, Al Nahyan dug the letters deep enough to form waterways, in effect absorbing the water instead of caving in on itself. Written in block lettering, the giant Hamad is so large and deep that it can allegedly be seen from space. Damien Hirst is one of the most successful artists in recent memory. He is reportedly the United Kingdom's richest living artist, with a net worth valued at £215 million. Death is a central theme in Hirst's works. He became famous for a series of artworks in which dead animals, including a shark, a sheep, and a cow, are preserved in formaldehyde. The best known of these was the physical impossibility of death in the mind of someone living, a 14-foot tiger shark immersed in formaldehyde in a clear display case. While Hearst is extremely wealthy, especially for a visual artist, he is not the owner of this expensive piece. In 2004, Hearst sold the physical impossibility of death in the mind of someone living to hedge fund billionaire Stephen Cohen for $8 million. Cohen is known for his eclectic tastes and owns both a stake in the New York Mets and an extensive art collection, including prized works by Picasso and Jenny Holzer.